back to the deep dive. You know, we often tackle source material that looks pretty intimidating.
Yeah, the dense stuff, the tricky films,
Yep.
academic papers sometimes.
Exactly. And we've tried to give you that shortcut, right, to kind of get the core brilliance.
Mm-hmm.
So today, we are buckling up. We're getting into a climate-controlled, cork-lined stretch limousine.
Sounds specific.
It is. We're plunging into David Cronenberg's 2012 film Cosmopolis, which he adapted from the Don DeLillo novel.
Right. A famously complex book.
That's the mission today, really, to decode this film. It's definitely an unusual cinematic experience.
It really is.
And we want to figure out how a director takes a novel like that, one known for being cerebral, kind of jargon-heavy,
Definitely jargon heavy.
and turns it into something compelling on screen, even though it is dense, intentionally so, maybe.
I think so.
And the big themes we're chasing are, well, extreme wealth, isolation, and maybe what happens when money just stops meaning anything.
Yeah, the corrosion of purpose, maybe?
Right.
It's a huge task Cronenberg took on. Honestly, it shows some bravery.
How so?
Well, most studios would probably look at DeLillo's Cosmopolis and just say, nope, unfilmable.
Because it's all talk.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The drama is almost entirely in the dialogue, these big ideas, abstract financial stuff, not car chases.
Right.
So to adapt it, Cronenberg really had to strip it right down, keep the philosophical core, but use that setting, the limo.
As a stage.
Exactly. A hyper-stylized stage. It's claustrophobic.
And Cronenberg has form here, right? He's done difficult adaptations before.
Oh, yeah. This is the guy who tackled Crash, J.G. Ballard's book, and Naked Lunch, William S. Burroughs.
Wow. Okay. So he's not afraid of a challenge.
Not at all. He has this reputation, for films that make you think, films that reward the effort, and Cosmopolis might be his most challenging one yet in that vein.
Okay, let's unpack this. So the journey, the whole film really starts and ends with one guy, Eric Packer.
Yep. Our protagonist.
He's what, 28? Billionaire, asset manager. Sounds like a type.
He is the absolute center, alpha and omega, like you said. The whole film follows him across just one day.
But it's a very weird day and financially catastrophic for him.
Completely. And his whole situation right from the start, it's kind of absurd.
How do you mean?
Well, this guy controls billions, tens of billions. But his main goal, his only goal for the entire day, it's almost comically mundane.
The haircut.
The haircut. He's determined to get a haircut at this one specific barbershop way across town.
And there's one right downstairs, isn't there?
Literally across the street from his massive office tower. Takes 30 seconds, but no, it has to be that specific place.
Like a ritual.
An obsession almost.
Yeah.
And it means taking this huge custom limo right into what turns out to be the worst traffic jam imaginable.
And it's not just traffic, is it?
Yeah.
The city's gridlocked because of all these things happening at once.
Yeah, the sources really paint a picture here. It's almost funny, this collision of events. You've got the president visiting.
So motorcades, security.
Right. Then there's a huge funeral procession for a superstar rapper. Massive crowds.
Okay.
And on top of all that, a big, angry, anti-capitalist protest that seems, aimed squarely at guys like Eric Packer.
Wow. That's a lot.
It creates this perfect symbolic storm, doesn't it? All this external chaos, politics, grief, rebellion crashing against Eric's, internal calm, his bubble.
It's actually dangerous for him to be out there.
Oh, yeah. The danger is real. His head of security tells him, multiple times, don't go. Begs him, almost.
Right.
They've identified 2 credible threats against his life, specific threats, but he just ignores them.
He just drives anyway.
Completely ignores the advice. It feels like a deliberate choice, like he's marching into the danger, maybe testing himself, testing the bubble.
Wanting something to break through.
Maybe. It's like he's inviting the chaos in.
So the journey itself, this slow crawl across town, that's the movie, basically.
That's the structure.
And most of it,
Yeah.
almost the whole 109 minutes, we are stuck inside that limo with him.
Yep. The camera barely leaves. We see it from every angle you can think of. It stops being just a car.
And becomes
A bubble, like you said earlier. A pristine, sealed-off laboratory for his psyche.
That's really the key, isn't it? The limo isn't just fancy transport.
Not at all. It's the physical form of his detachment, his isolation.
Cork-lined, you mentioned.
Yeah, soundproof, temperature-controlled, walls of monitors, computers. It's a total environment designed to keep the outside world outside.
Minimal friction.
Exactly. He never has to get out.
Yeah.
His employees come to him. His doctor comes to him. Even his wife.
He summons them into his fortress.
His mobile fortress, yeah. On his terms, always.
And inside this moving bubble, we see these really strange encounters. They define his life, I suppose.
Absolutely bizarre, some of them.
Like his relationship with his wife. New wife, right? Only married a month.
Played by Sarah Gardner, yeah.
Uh,
And they meet up several times during this one trip.
while he's stuck in traffic.
Yeah, at different points along the route, just to have a meal in the car and talk about the really cold, odd fact that they haven't actually slept together yet.
A month into the marriage.
Wow, it's totally disconnected intimacy, isn't it? Their whole relationship seems to be these stilted, philosophical chats about their connection while the city gridlocks around them.
Married, but miles apart conceptually.
Exactly. But the really striking stuff, the moments that kind of crystallize his world, are when his business life and his biological reality just merge.
Like the doctor visit you mentioned.
Yeah, the sources flag this one scene. He's in a meeting talking huge financial losses with his, get this, chief of theory.
His chief of theory, okay.
While at the same time getting his daily prostate exam from his doctor.
In the car.
In the car, doctor's there doing the procedure, while Eric is just coolly discussing, utter financial ruin.
That image. That says so much.
It sums it all up, doesn't it? Billionaire, multitasking a medical checkup, and catastrophic financial collapse. His body's just another asset he manages while the world burns outside his window.
And he makes damn sure that world stays outside, that cork lining.
He actually boasts about it to his wife, tells her it's custom made to dull the noise.
It's an incredible metaphor.
Yeah.
Because the riots are happening right there, aren't they? People smashing things.
Inches away, smashing other cars, chanting, but inside the limo. Perfectly calm, totally quiet.
Wow.
What's fascinating here is, well, it's how the physical insulation just perfectly mirrors the psychological kind.
He's literally soundproofed himself from consequences.
Exactly. Built a life where reality is just background noise, something he can tune out, a distraction from his thoughts, his deals.
The quiet inside is the sound of power without responsibility.
Power completely divorced from accountability. Yeah.
And that insulation, that deliberate difficulty, it carries right into the script, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is where the film really challenges you, the audience.
Oh, definitely. You're not eased in gently.
No setup. The source material is clear on this. You're just dropped straight into these complex conversations.
Good flow.
Yeah. Full of dense financial talk, philosophical jargon. Like, you're supposed to already know what they're talking
But
about.
currency valuation, derivatives, asymmetrical realities.
All these terms flying around. And a lot of reviewers said the dialogue felt like a dense, almost foreign language.
You have to pay constant attention, really focus.
Or you're just lost.
Mm.
Which, okay, here's my pushback moment. If a film deliberately makes itself that hard to follow, so full of jargon, isn't that kind of a failure? Like, is Cronenberg just punishing us for watching? Is it inaccessible on purpose?
It's a totally fair question, but I think the complexity might actually serve the theme.
Wow.
We're meant to feel overwhelmed, maybe, because that impenetrable language is Eric Packer's language. It's the language of hypercapitalism when it detaches from actual human need or use. So the dialogue isn't there to neatly explain things to us. It's there to show his reality, his state of being.
Can you ground that a bit? What's the actual crisis he's facing?
Okay, yeah. The specific financial thing is this huge, disastrous bet against the Chinese yuan.
Okay.
He's basically bet the farm expecting the yuan to keep going up, but instead it crashes hard.
Wipes him out.
The sources say it's a loss so big it pushes him into total ruin. The whole firm's capital, his own money, gone on this one abstract currency move.
And so the complex language shows his world is built on theory, not reality.
Exactly. Theoretical risk, not tangible value. That's his entire existence.
Which leads us right to the core theme that coming out of the jargon, the wealth, it's this total disassociation.
Nailed it.
He has everything. And because he has literally everything he could want, nothing has any meaning anymore. Money, people, ambition.
Precisely. Wealth isn't a tool for him. It's not for pleasure or even really status. It's just a state of being, a kind of paralysis.
But when he buys something new,
it's not because he enjoys it. It's just the compulsion to acquire the next thing, like an intellectual exercise. Can I own this? Not, do I want this?
and that detail about his apartment, that really stuck with me.
Oh, the elevators. Yeah.
He jokes, or maybe he's serious, that he's so rich, he has 2 private elevators in his own apartment.
Right. And the reason, they play different music.
Depending on his mood.
Yeah.
He chooses the elevator based on how he feels.
Think about that for a second. That's not just luxury, is it? That's absurd. It's the over-engineered soundscape of someone who's profoundly spiritually tired.
Too many choices.
So many choices that even just going up or down becomes this complex decision based on musical accompaniment. It's the ultimate control leading to, ironically, a complete loss of purpose or direction.
Okay, so for a film, this reliant on dialogue, focused on this one guy,
Yeah.
it all rests on the actor, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It lives or dies with the lead performance.
And that's Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson,
Mhm.
who is on screen, like you said, almost constantly, every single second for nearly 2 hours. He's the anchor. He has to keep us watching this guy, Eric Packer, even when Eric himself is designed to be, well, distant and difficult.
And you have to remember, this was a massive shift for Pattinson professionally.
Because of Twilight.
Exactly. Before Cosmopolis, everyone knew him as the vampire from Twilight. And, the sources pointed out that role didn't demand a huge amount of range. It was more about hitting that moody persona.
Brooding.
Right. Cosmopolis is the total opposite. It needs stillness, real intensity, and the ability to deliver pages of that dense philosophical dialogue almost flatly, with precision but little surface emotion.
And did he pull it off?
He really did. I mean, he's holding his own in these long, intense scenes with absolute acting heavyweights.
Like who?
Juliette Binoche,
Mm-hmm.
Samantha Morton, and Paul Giamatti in that amazing final section.
Wow, okay. That's serious company.
And the reviewers at the time were genuinely impressed, kind of surprised even. They said he matched them. He really nailed that cool, controlled charisma you need to make Eric watchable, even compelling in his detachment. His performance kind of reflects the theme too, then.
Yeah, absolutely. That disassociation. Eric is intellectually buzzing, maybe, but emotionally numb. Dead, almost.
So Pattinson had to show this internal storm without big external fireworks.
Exactly. If he played it loud, with lots of shouting or crying, the whole intellectual weight of Cronenberg's film would just fall apart.
But his restraint works.
It mirrors the limo, right? That soundproof calm on the surface, while underneath, everything's collapsing.
Here's where it gets really interesting. So what does this all mean? Okay, so after sitting through the financial talk, being stuck in that car, the overall takeaway seems to be, look, this film is difficult.
No doubt about it.
It demands your full attention. Like, you cannot be scrolling on your phone watching this one.
Definitely not a background movie.
But the consensus is it's a very interesting film that will reward your attention.
Yeah. That need to concentrate, it almost guarantees you'll want to watch it again.
To catch things you missed.
Exactly. Little visual details, bits of foreshadowing, those moments where the outside world does briefly break through Eric's bubble.
So it's recommended, but with a warning label, requires focus.
Precisely because it's challenging. It makes demands on you, the viewer, which is kind of refreshing, isn't it?
It can be, yeah.
So if you do watch it or rewatch it, here's something to maybe chew on, a final provocative thought.
Okay.
Think about Eric Packer's journey. He's consciously driving through chaos, through credible death threats, staying safe in his soundproof car, all just to get a simple haircut he doesn't even seem to need.
The journey is his choice. He chose the route, the time, the risk.
Entirely self-determined. He chooses to risk everything. So the question is, what does it actually take for that psychological insulation, the cork-lined car of extreme wealth, to finally break down?
What pushes someone who has everything?
Towards a conclusion, an endpoint that feels almost self-designed, maybe even self-destructive.
That intentionality.
Yeah.
Driving towards something.
Yeah, that intentional quest towards, well, whatever awaits him at the barbershop. That's the thread to pull on long after the credits roll.